Well, let's return to the Cosafa Cup. It'll kick off in Gqeberha with Eswatini up against Botswana tomorrow, followed by the host South Africa going head-to-head with Mozambique in Group A. The last time that South Africa won the regional competition was in 2021, while Zambia are looking for a third win on the trot. Secretary-General of Cosafa, Sue Destombes, joins us. A very good evening and welcome to Newzroom Afrika. I understand that the tickets are actually free for the two venues in Gqeberha. Good evening.
Good evening, Vaylen, and good evening to your listeners. Yes, they are free. It's part of SAFA's and Cosafa's philosophy to bring football to the people, and so we're hoping that that everybody who's in and around Gqeberha will come to the stadium, certainly tomorrow, which is our opening day.
How is Cosafa making the Cosafa Cup, the men's tournament, more prestigious to get the national federations to decide to send full-strength teams or maybe, teams that are of a high quality than what we currently see? We know that it's almost being used as a test for those players on the very fringes of Bafana Bafana from a South African perspective.
Yeah, Vaylen, it's difficult, which is why we always try and play this tournament in the off season. If we'd had our way, we would have done it a little earlier, ahead of the last World Cup qualifiers, to get preparation for that. But that wasn't meant to be. But the fact is, that the Cosafa Cup is not played, is not part of the FIFA calendar. So if we're able to get it in the off season, we're already doing well. And yes, it is a tournament that is a senior men's tournament, but it has, always been used by coaches to discover new players, try out, those that are on the fringes. And to be honest, we are happy with that. We're happy that it also speaks to our mission statement, which is to develop football, across the region, both on and off the field. So we make no bones about it. We are not, playing across the FIFA window. Therefore, we cannot we don't expect to have, all the professional players. If we can get some because it's playing in the off season, this is good. But what has come through the Cosafa Cup over the years has been some very good football, good discoveries of players, and entertaining football. So we happy with that.
And a platform, I suppose, that a lot of those players wouldn't necessarily have gotten. This tournament is going to be streamed on FIFA Plus, where a global audience will be able to actually watch the action. Speaking about testing out players that the countries will be doing, you're also going to be testing out VAR from the semi-finals.
Yes, indeed. As we did with the women's tournament last year, we've spent the last 5 days in Johannesburg with our male referees from across the region, with a VAR training workshop at the UJ campus, and everybody has now come down to Gqeberha to put into action, what they've been training for over the past 5 days. So during the group round, we will be using the VAR offline as further training and building up the hours that all of the referees, who ultimately want to, the aim, of course, is to turn them into VAR referees and VMOs, video match, officers, officials, sorry. And it takes a certain number of hours to be able to be certified. So that will be ongoing in the group round, and then during the semi-finals and the finals, we'll be live on VAR. Really excited about that. really excited about what we've achieved as a region over the last 8 months, bringing all of our referees into the the field of VAR, which we badly needed to do because some of our referees are our VAR referees had retired. So it's about bringing the youngsters up and getting them ready for VAR at a CAF level, which we've already achieved, yeah, so upskilling them.
Secretary General of Cosafa, Sue Destombes, thanks so much for chatting to us here on Newzroom Afrika, and all the best of luck as the tournament gets underway in Gqeberha in the Eastern Cape.